Good evening. The silver screen seems a little dimmer tonight following the sudden and unexpected death of Sam Neill.
The 78-year-old star of Jurassic Park was a New Zealander, but we adopted him as one of our own. He was an extraordinary actor who often helped tell our very Australian story.
He was no nonsense in the world of make-believe. So brilliant, he made us believe the dinosaurs were back.
There's a dinosaur.
Sam Neill's warmth, wit and quiet charisma was, for many of us, the essence of countless unforgettable films.
Have you thought about what's being attempted here?
The ultimate Australian actor who played Aussies better than most, and he was a Kiwi.
What do we do now?
We run.
Born Nigel John Dermot Neill, he stumbled into acting after walking out on a law degree in Christchurch, a decision that would change his life and ours. He got his breakthrough in My Brilliant Career in 1979 and went on to become one of the most versatile actors of his generation.
That's it, Stevie.
And arguably one of its most underrated, never winning a major award for any of his roles.
The family now, we all make sacrifices, and so will you.
Over 5 decades, he worked with everyone from Steven Spielberg to Meryl Streep.
It's not going over well with the jury. Try and be more demure.
I won't be squashed into some dumb act for the public.
But his biggest battle came off-screen. 4 years ago, diagnosed with a rare form of blood cancer that he managed to overcome.
I had a scan just now, and there is no cancer in my body. That's an extraordinary thing.
He tackled it with the courage and humour that defined him.
It's time I did another movie.
He never got a chance. It was announced on social media this afternoon that Neill passed away at Sydney's St Vincent's Hospital. The loss, sudden and unexpected, but blessed by the fact he was cancer-free. He passed with the dignity that has characterised his whole life. His death has shocked the world. Tributes from New Zealand's Prime Minister. He was our greatest cultural export. And Australia's. He earned a special place in Australian hearts.
He was just a one-off, such a talented, classy, beautiful, wry, warm human being. Really lovely man.
His final film will be released in October. Neill plays the magpie in The Fox. He once famously said failure is never quite so frightening as regret. It's hard to imagine tonight
I got you.
that Sam Neill will have any. Hugh Whitfield, 7 News.
We have disturbing video of a WA hospital patient being restrained by security guards.
The violent takedown shows officers seized the patient by the throat, prompting an urgent police investigation.
You might think this vision was recorded inside a prison, a man being forcibly restrained by 2 guards. It wasn't. This is a hospital, here in WA. And this man is a patient. He walks toward 2 security guards with arms outstretched in a surrender position. One guard grabs him by the throat, slamming his body onto the couch, pinning him down.
It's very distressing footage.
The footage was captured on CCTV inside Kalgoorlie Health Campus on May 31. 7 News understands the hospital had called a code black after healthcare staff reported an immediate risk to safety. The question now, not whether the guards have a right to restrain a patient allegedly threatening the safety of others. They do. But was this excessive force? WA Country Health Services says the incident is deeply concerning, confirming both men will never again work at a WA hospital and that they have been stood down by the private security contractor. That contractor, Advanced Protection Plus, currently holds more than $60 million in state government security contracts across WA hospitals, schools and correctional facilities.
Is there a violence problem, in our regional hospitals?
No. We want people to feel safe and secure when they go to one of our hospitals.
WA Police are investigating whether the incident constitutes criminal charges. Jerry Damassi, 7 News.
Any hopes of long-lasting relief at the Bowser are being turned on their head. More volatility in the Middle East is sparking more uncertainty in our own markets. And it's not just at the pump where Australians are counting the cost.
Just as petrol prices were returning to normal, bombs in the Middle East again threatened to rattle Bowsers in Australia.
Unfortunately, chaos is the new norm when it comes to the Middle East.
And it's not just Iran. Ukrainian attacks on refineries and ships have halved Russia's diesel production, world oil prices back on the rise, and petrol here likely to follow, sending transport costs higher and grocery prices with them.
Anyone who goes out and buys a coffee today would know that it's more expensive than it was before the start of the war.
Asian share markets today jumpy, most falling with the ASX following them down.
I suspect it's going to be a long, tough ride, and that could result in bouts of volatility for investors and also potentially bad news for motorists if the oil price continues to trend up.
Watching closely is the federal government as it considers extending the 16 cent a litre fuel excise cut beyond this month. The government is eager to keep faith with voters as yet another poll shows support for One Nation falling. One Nation dropping 3 points in Resolve, the coalition up 3, Labor steady and leading, with Anthony Albanese preferred Prime Minister and Pauline Hanson falling 8%.
I think that what there is an indication is that Pauline Hanson is direct. She doesn't try and gild the lily. She's straight down the barrel with what she says.
Her straight talk on monoculture and with British right-wing activist Tommy Robinson now turning voters away. One Nation is now down from its high point in Newspoll, Redbridge and Resolve, confirming a trend that began with Pauline Hanson's National Press Club address and has continued on her controversial UK visit. The good news for Angus Taylor, those leaving One Nation seem to be returning to the Liberal Party. Most of those voters are women and migrants, not impressed by Pauline Hanson's opposition to paid parental leave or her monologue on monoculture. Ange?
Mark, thank you. An unlikely legal battle is brewing in the Supreme Court over a neighbourly noise complaint. Perth Day Hospital is suing the gym upstairs, claiming loud music and the sound of dropping weights is putting patients at risk. Court reporter Cassidy Moscone has the details.
In Osborne Park's industrial area, a bitter legal battle has reached boiling point over a noise complaint. The high-octane gym versus a specialist day hospital. Unlikely opponents that have landed themselves in the Supreme Court.
This has been disruptive for our members, but we have informed them of the entire process and we appreciate the being very patient through this entire ordeal.
Perth Day Hospital is suing its upstairs neighbours' fitness cartel, claiming music and the sound of falling or dropped weights is causing excessive vibrations to emanate from the gym, impacting hospital operations by risking surgery or delaying treatment. The court's already dealt the gym an early blow, temporarily banning loud music or weight training between the hours of 6:30am and 8pm, Monday to Friday. Fitness cartel tried to argue the restrictions would result in around $14,500 in lost revenue a day. The judge acknowledged the financial hit, but decided ultimately the business can still operate.